Hey y'all, Chad Cook and Chad Cook Band here. Just out here in my backyard enjoying the time I get home during the week, drinking a little Aquafina and get that out of here. I ain't drinking that. I'm drinking ice cold Miller Lite, and I'm also listening to one of my favorite country stations, Texas Homegrown Radio. Y'all do me and the boys a favor. Call up Jody Lee, send him an email, send him a message, ask him to play Chad Cook Band's new stuff. We love you guys. We'll see you down the road.
It's the morning ride. Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's the morning ride.
Hey y'all, it's Case Harden. You're listening to my good buddy, multi-award winner, Jody Lee, right here on the morning ride.
Hey, this is Ed Jurdy from the Band of Heathens. Get your morning started right, listening to Texas Homegrown Radio.
Yes! That's awesome!
Welcome back in. It is the morning ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio, live from the Rockstar Ranch, also live from Texas Homegrown Studios. Oh, yeah. We had to do some moving around and stuff. I hit the Phantom Power. That's like, where's the mic? Jesse's looking at me like, I know you've done this for a long time. You should not be having so many trouble.
Oh, it's all right, man. Technology just keeps getting harder and harder.
Yeah, and I get dumber and dumber. I was working on this computer till about 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And I realized I hate computers. Like, I need them, but I don't like them. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. It just keeps getting
It's
crazy.
like some of the relationships I was in back in the day. I didn't even need that, though. Computer chess. Jesse Rasanen in studio with us.
What's up?
Thank you for coming back to Stephenville, Texas, man, where it all began.
Oh, it's like home. I miss it. It's great to see you guys.
He is, I need to move his camera. He's tall. I forget how tall Jesse is. It's been a while. How many years has that been? It seems like yesterday, but also I know it's been.
Yeah,
because I was back when I had KWBY.
Yeah, that had to have been. I want to say I left town somewhere around 17, maybe.
Yeah.
17, 18. Went back up to Fort Worth for a little bit. Was playing up there a whole lot, and then all the COVID stuff hit. And,
yeah, that changed everything.
Changed a whole lot. And we had a family company, and it was kind of time to switch gears to make sure that everybody was doing good in the family, business was doing cool. So focused in on that for a while, and now I get to make some noise with you guys again. So.
Good. That's what I'm talking about.
Can't beat it.
You got some new music out.
I do. So. For people that are listening, I was a roadie for a couple different bands,
which is not easy.
Which is not easy, but it's fun. We
unsung heroes.
The unsung heroes. We push the heavy stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, but we did that for a long time. I got to learn a lot doing that, which was awesome. On the most professional side of music business you could really see. And so we ended up recording this new record, and the title of the record is Roadie. I figured it's only fitting, pushed enough heavy stuff, and I had my own band, and focused in on working for the bigger guns for a little bit, and
right on.
Came back and doing my own thing now. So that's what we're pushing. That album's been out here for a month or so, maybe.
Heck yeah,
that's awesome, man.
You write a lot of songs in.
I do.
That's great, man.
I think that's one thing that the COVID did help. I think is it gave people time to actually sit and write. Like if you're busy as a musician and stuff, there was time to actually sit and write. We wrote a lot.
Oh yeah,
that's when we started writing together. Actually,
yeah, we started writing over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
He'd send me a whole
at 2 a.m. I was like, I miss you. What do you think?
He'd send me some lyrics, and then I'd write some music to it, and I'd send that back to him, and then we just kind of keep bouncing it back and forth until the song's changed into something else, and then change it back, and then you know how it is when writing songs.
Oh, absolutely.
Starts out as one thing, and then
evolves
over time. Yeah.
Evolves. It's an animal. It is. That's cool though.
Yeah, I was a roadie at one point too. I was joking with Larry Joe Taylor, and I said, "Hey, Larry," I was like, "You ought to make me a roadie at the festival." I was like, "I always wanted to be Jody the roadie." I did it to make a joke. It rhymed. I thought it was funny.
Larry said you're hired.
No, I got a call from Sherry, and she goes, "Hey, we got you on the schedule." I'm like, "Oh, to like announce bands and stuff?" Because I did it every year.
Sure.
Right. She goes, "No, Larry said you wanted to be a roadie. And
no way.
You're on the schedule." And I was like,
"Oh, no.
For the whole week?" She's like, "Yeah." And so I had to work backstage as a roadie, and everybody else was young college kids, right?
Oh, go.
And I didn't realize that ramp was as steep as it was, but when you start lugging everybody's equipment up it,
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was going to die.
You know, the best part about that, like coming from my side, you know, working on the road, going from venue to venue with some of those guys. When we pull up to bigger shows or festivals, and I see you,
Yeah.
I'm like, praying to the hills, man. I'm like, that ramp does get steeper, and I don't got to touch it this time,
Right? But it was also, everybody thought it was a joke. Like, I remember Cody Canada got off the bus, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I said, I got my Larry Joe shirt on. I said, "I'm a roadie. I'm working." He was like, "All right." Like, he was looking around like Ashton Kutcher was about to jump out, you know?
Am I getting
They're
pumped here?
getting pumped. What's going on? But I was a roadie the whole week. But, man, it was a good experience, but it's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You got
it really
lead
is.
singers just looking at you while you're on.
And then I realized why roadies yell so much. Because I'm like, I noticed all of a sudden, I'm like, "Get off the ramp. Get out of the way. we got equipment."
I'll tase you.
Yeah, like, it was like, but it was good to experience. I think all radio guys should experience all levels of the music business. They appreciate it a little more.
I agree.
As far as what goes into it. And I don't think the listeners, a lot of times, if they haven't been around the music industry, don't really get how much goes into it either. you
Oh,
know?
absolutely. Well, same thing
It's a
could be
lot of
said
work.
for you. I mean, you
Yeah.
got your band. You've been a roadie. You've been running your own,
Well,
radio show for some time here now.
Tommy Alverson asked me, he goes, "Why are you doing shows now?" And I was like, well, I was sitting at home and I thought, what could I do to waste more money and time than radio? And I was like, I know. I'll be a musician. You only live 2 or 3 times. You got to get out there and do it. So,
Heck yeah.
but it's in your blood, though. You can't get rid of it.
No, I tried.
Yeah,
I
you
tried. I
can't.
tried playing grown up for a couple years.
Yeah,
and
you can't. It's
You know?
it's like a disease.
It is. It is. You know, 6-7 years later, I'm back in Stephenville staring at you again. I mean,
We're all
it's just hard to get
gypsies.
away from.
Have musicalitis.
Yeah.
There
you
is
can't
no
get
cure
away from it. You can't.
There's no cure. Well, I'm glad that you're doing it again and you got music out. And you said you got a 7-song album out right now. So
Yep,
all
7.
that's on where they can go and listen and buy and do all that
Everywhere
stuff.
on the interwebs. Yeah.
Anywhere you can steal music.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, let's do one live. What do you say?
Yeah, let's
That's
do
what
it.
everybody's waiting for. Everybody's telling me to quit talking. They're like, "Oh, quit talking." Tell them to play a tune for us. You got you plugged in there? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit there and I'll test her out. Ooh, sounds pretty.
Real nice.
I like it.
Maybe I think this time we need to talk, 'cause it's been a couple years and the hurt ain't wearing off. Well, I know your mama and brother have been talking about me. Are we still up in Dallas and are you living your dreams? I think it's time that we should both agree. Oh, I know it's killing me inside your memory. Tell me when you hear my name, do you think of us? Oh, inside that old white Ford, feet up on the dashboard. Do you ever stop and just think of me? Oh, like I think of you. Baby, I think it's time you come on home. Am I lying with her, lying on the telephone? I've been calling, crying for help through an FM radio, shooting doubles at honky tonks just to play through the show. Found a girl that looks like you and take her home. Oh, I know it's killing me inside your memory. Tell me when you hear my name, do you think of us? Oh, inside that old white Ford, feet up on the dashboard. Do you ever stop and just think of me? Do you ever stop and just think of me? Oh, like I think of you. baby, I think this time we need to talk.
Right.
Oh man, good stuff right there, brother. I was trying to keep up with these chats. I was watching you, but I was keeping up with these chats, and it's going crazy, man.
You're picturing me naked, don't lie.
You got me. Dylan sent me pictures. So I sent him back some risque pictures of Dr. Pepper cans, and it worked out.
What?
It's an inside joke with Dylan. He's watching this morning, too. He said, get it.
Top of the morning to you, Dylan.
Yeah, good morning, Dylan Steen. Love that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he don't believe in 4-minute songs, but other than that...
Jody said the real ones are 9 minutes. Come on.
Right.
There's an intermission.
Oh man. or if you're going to write a rock opera, they're all one song.
We're gonna do
the whole album.
We should do like a tribute band. Would be like Ned Zeppelin, like the more country or
Ned Zeppelin.
Get Ned Ledoux to be the lead singer.
Oh,
Ned
instead of singing
Zeppelin.
in the high voice, everything will be with a twang, you know.
Ned Zeppelin. That's it. Ned Zeppelin. Coming soon.
That's funny.
You know, ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Dylan
ow.
said, yeah, Jody Lee. Good morning, Donna Spano. She said, heart love, Jesse.
Heart love. Heart love you too.
Yeah, heart loves. Lots of heart loves. You getting lots of those? All the 18 girls are on there, too, all over the country here. That are loving your stuff, man.
Heck yeah, sure, keep going.
Man, you got such a, like, I feel like your voice is like velvet.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, it's like velvet.
Yeah.
Like black velvet.
I told you the whole goal here is just to get you naked.
But you got that, like, smooth, velvety voice.
Yeah.
And I love that because so many guys started trying to be Ryan Bingham.
Get the grits.
And yeah, and then you know, they'll cancel the show and they're like, I lost my voice. I'm like, oh, wonder why.
I wonder why. Yeah.
Because you're doing this all the time.
It'll injure you.
It will.
I think we all started out that way, though. You know, I know,
did.
I started.
I sing wrong.
I started out trying to like freaking scream it. You know what I mean? Sing it loud, as loud as I could, and then like I get done with the show and I could hardly talk or anything.
Yeah.
You know. The next day, you know, but you know, it's like a comfortable thing to just like get into the top of your vocal range and freaking grind it up. But you just can't do that forever. You
Well, I
know?
mean, like you said, I mean that's the whole thing. Is in the moment you can, but it's that next day.
It's the next day, man.
That next day, if
man.
you want to do this professionally, you know, you can do that one night, and you know, of course, most of those shows involve at least somewhat of a.
Or save it
somewhat
for
of some alcohol when you're drinking on stage, you know, because people feed you shots and whatnot.
Yeah, it's
and,
the next day.
It's that next day, you know. if you're trying to play, you know, a couple shows a week, 3, 4, 5 shows a week, it's just.
Do you ever wonder why people like they don't want to put money in the tip jar? They want to spend more money to buy you alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know. Idea.
And then if you get too drunk, then they say, "Man, he was horrible. Like that guy was so drunk he couldn't even play." And I'm thinking,
you're
the
me.
one that you're the one that bought it for them. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you pushed them to that. So we came up with the plan a long time ago where the bartender would say, whoever's playing, they'd tell me to tell the fans that they wanted vodka, just straight vodka, and then the bartender put water in this. Yeah. And then people come up to the artist and be like, I never see anyone could drink like you.
Just take away.
Like you just.
You got to sell it, though. You take the shot.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. And so then the bartender would take the money and then split it with the artist. So that was they're both in on it.
That's awesome.
It's a good plan. Yeah.
It used to be a splash zone behind my old drummer. My old drummer, he never drank on the road with us. And I don't know if he drank at all, to be honest. But every time we used to get shots, I mean, if you were walking behind him, you were going to get pegged. Every shot glass was like, how far back can you hit the wall behind him? I told him I was going to take
abuse.
I told him I was going to take that trick out of his book, but I'd probably knock him out in the middle of the show.
Oh, my eyes. They're burning so bad.
I lose more band members that way.
Oh, man. Drummer got really upset. He kept getting drenched by tequila.
Shot glass through the heart. But Jesse's to blame.
You give booze a
Bad name. Hey, we need to see if Jesse wants to do the Bro Country Challenge today. You remember the Bro Country Challenge we used to do? We brought it back. And we try to write the best, worst Bro Country song ever.
Oh. Sometimes they get stole by people, and they actually cut them, you know.
Yeah, that's
happened
true.
once.
Yeah. I think that's where Luke Bryan gets most of his.
You've been watching.
Hey there, brother. Don't be making fun of my music. I am Kermit the Frog.
You should do the whole song in that voice. That'd be great.
Yes.
Yeah, my kid's getting up on the tailgate.
If I ever meet him, I just want to be like, hey, man, you may look Butthead, but you sound Kermit. He looks just like Beavis and Butthead. The Butthead, I think.
I never put that two and two together, but
Yeah.
now I don't think I'll ever be able to unsee that. So thank you, Jody Lee.
You're welcome. Glad I could do that. Glad I could do that for you. Well, you want to do another one before we take a break, or you want to take a break and then come back and do another one?
We can do another one.
Let's do another
Let's do
one
it.
real quick. That's what everybody really wants.
I got a cool one for y'all. Seems fitting. So
Uh-oh.
Anytime you hear that, you know it's about to go down.
So do you remember the old compound? that
Oh,
Mason and Co.
yeah.
used to have
Oh,
forever
yeah.
ago? So
For sure.
When I was working for the Prophets and Outlaws guys, we went over there after a show, maybe after Larry Joe Taylor, because everybody was in town. But we went over there and we were doing one of those song swaps where you stay up until the sun comes up.
Yeah.
And everybody's sitting in a picker circle. And, I worked with the Prophets guys for a handful of years. And we're going around in this circle, and it gets to them, and they play this song that we ended up cutting on this record. And they played this song, and it's kind of dark and grim, and it's just not. It's not their brand, not their vibe, but it was just an awesome song, right?
But it works better when you're not expecting it.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was sitting there, I was next in line, and my jaw was just on the ground the whole time. I was like, this is a cool song, right? So that was in, like I said, maybe 2017, 2016, somewhere in there. And a pile of years go by, and they never ended up cutting it. So I rewrote a lot of it to make it fitting towards this Stephenville area. Because
Right.
the first time I heard it was at the compound, and I was like,
Yeah, you got to tie that in.
it just reminded me of Stephenville, something fierce, right? So I ended up rewriting the song, and I sent it back to him, and I was like, man, can I please cut this, right? And so we did. We ended up going over to his house, and we cut this one on the new record, too.
Nice.
So
What's the name of this song then?
it's a love song. It's called Pistol.
Oh, I
I'm just
like it
kidding.
already.
Not a love song, but pretty cool either way. Let's see what y'all think.
I'm coming back from Stephenville with a pistol in my hand, 'cause I don't deserve what I've been through since you've been with him. And I tried to drown my sorrows in the cheapest glass of wine. And if I could, I would just drink it up and steal you back this time. With the rain pouring on my face, city lights behind, a 281 and smoking gun, I think I lost my mind. I'm coming back to tell this guy she's yours, that's it, you've won. I'm a little drunk, I'm kinda high, and I still have my gun. I kicked right in his Mustang door, slammed him on his hood, looked you in the eyes and said, this time he's gone for good. It's either him or me, and it's plain to see that the choice is up to you. You only get one shot to make things right, or I'll know what to do. With the rain pouring on my face, city lights behind, a 281 and smoking gun, I think I lost my mind. Oh, I'm coming back to tell this guy she's yours, that's it, you've won. Oh, I'm a little drunk, I'm kinda high, and I still have my gun. These walls at night are colder than the honky-tonks I roam. The warden swears my lights are off and I really no one's home. I just smile and sway as I drift away, 'cause I know just what to do. These walls may always hold me, but at least he don't own you. With the rain pouring on my face, city lights behind, 281 and smoking gun, I think I lost my mind. Oh, I'm coming coming back to tell this guy she's yours, then says you've won. But I'm a little drunk, I'm kinda high, and I still got my gun. I'm a little drunk, I'm all crossed up at night. Ooh, I use my gun.
Oh man, good stuff. Jesse Rasanen right here on Texas Homegrown Radio in the morning ride.
You really have a good, unique voice, brother.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
That song was kind of dark.
It is.
A little bit.
I know. The Prophets guys, they've got such a happy riff to them.
Boy, that escalated quickly. Yeah. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Got to throw in some clips every once in a while. That's what I do. That's what I do. Lots of listeners, too. We got Teresa Sullivan. She's throwing hearts from North Carolina, she says.
Very good.
Throwing hearts from North Carolina.
It's a long way to
Jesse.
throw a heart.
Yeah. It's a heart throw. I mean, a hard throw. Wait. We also got Yaroslav Yender.
All right.
Tuned in Poland.
Our buddy from across the pond.
Yeah, he's the most Texas guy in Poland, I guarantee you. Him and Raphael over there in the Netherlands.
Oh,
Love some Texas music. Love some Jesse Rasanen.
Fellers.
Good stuff.
They probably going to be picking up your single after this, you know.
It's weird how some of that stuff works. Since we put out this record, I've just had like an influx of people in Switzerland come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
People overseas, man. You know
They
why?
love it.
You know why? Because it's the same reason I think here, you know, and Beverly and her A-team are doing the same thing. Is, you know, the bro country thing, it's got to die eventually because people want music with words and lyrics and that means something.
Man,
you know?
I hope so.
It's got to.
I've got the way to describe it, though. I think I got a lock on that, you know. Is it?
Here we go.
The bro country, and here's why it's not good. Because it's moments. They sing about fleeting moments, you know, instead of story. It's just one moment to the next, you know what I mean? So there's not really much substance to most of it.
It's either that or it's just trigger words over and over.
Right.
Bass buck truck, yeah, brother.
Just put them in whatever order you choose.
Up on the hood of my big black jacked up truck. I am Kermit the Frog.
It's like that. You ever heard that Parked on the Lake?
Like that one.
No.
I'll show you that whenever we cut the break.
But, you know, it's like I like how, you know, you just sang that song, man. There's a story. You can follow it, and it's got a resolution, you know. And it's just some of the music coming out now out of, you know, some of these other places, Nashville, it's just, thank you. I had to get that out. There's no substance to it, you know. It's just fleeting moments and shallow emotions instead of a story
And
line.
loops.
And boots.
No, loops.
Loops. Oh, yeah, them dat tracks.
I mean, yeah. I love those videos where they put them all together.
Oh, yeah. It's like 9 songs on the key of G, same BPM.
Yeah, and then people that even don't do music go, wait a minute.
You tricked me.
Wait a minute. That's that same song.
I thought that was a different song.
Well, we changed the word, kind of. I've rearranged them anyway.
Somehow it became, well, if it worked for everybody else, then we'll do it too. And
Well, it's gotten so bad to the point to where, I mean, I'm sure y'all have been aware of it too, but like so many songs coming out in the last couple of years, just the same song recut.
Yeah.
And it's not even a cover. It's just like
substance, man.
They'll just speed it up and,
Yeah.
you know, add some
templates. Oh, wait, and
Yeah. Yeah, lots of claps and snaps.
clap tracks, yeah. There was banjos for a while, but now they're moved more to the claps again. So
before you know it, it's going to be beatbox behind it.
yeah.
You know?
You meet California. You meet some guy and his whole hands are calloused and be like, man, your whole hands are calloused. What do you do? He goes,
I'm the snapper.
Oh, I'm a clapper in Nashville. I'm a play on.
I'm a clapper and a snapper.
I'm on everyone's album.
Sometimes I clap and snap.
The cool thing is I can snap once for 5 songs.
I cut off a finger to get better resonance.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is good. All right, stick around. We got more. We're going to take a little break, but we got more with Jesse Rasanen coming up right here in the Homegrown Studios. Thank you to everybody tuning in. You can find all of our links. Watch us live on YouTube, on Facebook, and all that good stuff. Live 365. Find those links on the website at TexasHomegrownRadio.com.
Get into it.
Wait, what was that? That was different. I was waiting for you to go, oh, yeah.
But you didn't say Texas Homegrown Studios.
Texas Homegrown Studios.
Oh yeah.